I've heard the narrative that if the Browns head coach Hugh Jackson does not win, that if he does not win, he may get fired at the end of this year. Now, for context, today is May 30th. It's almost June, and OTAs have begun. That's organized team activities. NFL football teams have now begun practicing. And what that makes me think of, when you talk about maybe firing your head coach at the end of the year, what this all makes me think of is a wedding, actually. Because before a wedding, you need to pick a location. You need to invite guests. You need to hire a photographer. There's a ton of work that goes in before a wedding. And in this analogy, a wedding is actually the beginning of the NFL season. Because you come all this way, you do all this work, but the problem is sometimes you do all the work. You hire the photographer, you get the flowers, you invite guests, and then guess what? The couple has doubts. The couple goes, ooh, I'm not sure if I really want to marry this person. And it happens all the time. People get married all the time, even though they are not sure that's what they should be doing. It happens all the time. And I want to help the Browns stop from making that mistake. I want to help the Browns. I want to stop the Browns from marrying someone that they're not sure they really want to get married to. Because you know what could really, really hurt Baker Mayfield? You know what could damage Baker Mayfield's career? Is if after Baker Mayfield's first season in the NFL, if the Browns fired his head coach and made him start over. If the Browns said, you know what, we don't like Hugh Jackson, we're going to make Baker Mayfield learn a whole new system all over again. That would be horrible. That's what the 49ers did to Alex Smith. For the first years of Alex Smith's career, he had a new offensive coordinator, new head coach, system change, over and over and over again. And changing systems so often for Alex Smith hurt him and affected him for years. And I want to protect Baker Mayfield from having the same thing happen to him. Because if the Browns think that they might fire Hugh Jackson at the end of the season, I think they should just do it right now. If you're going to fire Hugh Jackson in week 6 or after week 17, fire him now. Protect Baker Mayfield from having to learn a new system all over again. Because Baker Mayfield needs the same coach for the next 2, 3, even 4 years. He needs a constant. He needs a steady system. And so if you're going to plan on changing things up after 1 year, just do it now. It may be uncomfortable. Look, I get it. The OTAs have started. Practices have begun. You already invited guests. You already bought the flowers. You hired a photographer. You picked the location for the wedding. But the wedding is September 9th against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And if the Browns have doubts, they'd better off fire Hugh Jackson right now. They'd be better off getting rid of Hugh Jackson now than wasting a year of Baker Mayfield's career, learning one system, changing it all up on him, and making him learn another next year. If you're going to commit to Hugh Jackson right now, you better commit to Hugh Jackson for the next 2, 3, even 4 years. Give Baker Mayfield some consistency. Please, for the love of God, do not give Hugh Jackson 1 year. He doesn't win as much as you want and fire him. That would be an awful, awful thing for their new quarterback, Baker Mayfield. Thank you so very much for watching. Remember, you can subscribe to Strong Opinion Sports on iTunes, on SoundCloud, and on YouTube. You can find the full entire hour-long podcast on YouTube, as well as my best, most interesting clips. If you like Strong Opinion Sports as much as I do, help me grow this podcast by telling your friends about this show. Share it on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever it is. Help me grow this podcast by telling your friends. Thank you so much, and have a great day.